Welcome back to ciLiving. I'm your host, Jaclyn Friedlander. We started today's show off with some drinks and comfort food available at the Literary, and now it is time to curl up with a good book. Joining me now are Caitlyn and Kallan. Caitlyn and Kallan, it's
exactly.
Well, thank you both so much for being here. And Caitlyn, can you tell us about some of these book recommendations that you've brought?
Yeah, for sure. So these are all new, out in just this month in October. So we'll start with we've got a really nice deluxe edition of Frida McFadden's newest book, The Intruder. So if you're looking for something to kind of get into spooky season, this is a good like cabin in the woods, like psychological thriller with lots of twists and stuff. And if you are a fan of like The Housemaid or any of her other many books, this is a good place to start, good for the season.
And I feel like Cabin in the Woods is like a good point of reference.
Oh yeah.
Like on the scary scale.
Yeah.
Like horror movies, but like that one's kind of psychological and I can handle that. So that sort of gives you a gauge of how scary it is.
Yeah, and as far as I know, most of her books, there's like no supernatural or anything. It's mostly just like psychological.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what about this one?
This one we have Joy Harjo. She is a poet laureate of the United States, and she this is her newest memoir, Girl Warrior, and it is a coming of age just on her growing up as a Native woman. This is kind of like, she had another one called Poet Warrior. But this is more like directed towards people in her community and growing up as like a woman in a marginalized community. She is amazing, super compassionate, super beautiful lyrical writing. Highly recommend if you're looking for something really real.
Yeah, and that sounds like it's something that would be like a lot cozier sort of
for sure.
For the fall season. And then what about this one?
This is Always Remember the Boy, the Mole, the Fox, the Horse, and the Storm. So this is actual sequel to The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, the Horse, and the Horse, which came out several years ago, sold a ton of copies. It is a beautiful, heartwarming, illustrative journey of these like 4 unlikely friends into the woods. It's really good. This is a really nice edition. It's really good as a gift and also just to kind of like uplift your soul. And we've got some really nice like illustrations here. Just to show.
This one's my favorite. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
so it's like a pretty.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, that's really gorgeous. It almost looks like watercolors. That's
really
pretty.
Yeah, and like calligraphy pen and stuff. But yeah, really good as a gift or just something if you need something uplifting.
Something happy to read.
Yeah.
And then it looks like we have something for the kiddos.
Yeah, for sure. So this is The Bakery Dragon and the Fairy Cake. This was written and illustrated by the author Devin Ellen Kurtz. And this basically is a little dragon. He hangs out at a bakery and the baker's gone, so he's in charge of the bakery now, and he has to make a cake for this fairy and has to learn how to make friends, make a cake, and learn how to make mistakes. So
well, that is a lot of responsibility for one little dragon.
I know, exactly, yeah.
And then you also have a reading challenge at the Literary, right?
Yeah, so we do one in the summer and then one in spooky season. And this year we have kind of a spooky and cozy version. So you can choose for the adults, you can choose to read mostly either spooky or cozy or a mix of both. It's 4 books, and if they're read between September 23rd and Halloween, then you get a 13% off coupon for books and merch.
Oh, perfect. I feel like that 13 is sort of the magic number for spooky season.
Exactly.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I know you also have other things besides books in the shop. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the other merchandise that you have there?
Yeah, for sure. We have a bunch of different stuff. Stickers are huge at the store. Everybody loves stickers. We do bookmarks, different book-related things like book lights and stuff. But we just got new mugs in for the literary theme, sweatshirts, hoodies. I'm wearing one of our beanies today too.
It's really cute.
Tons of different kind of cool, quirky treasures and stuff that you can find in addition to all kinds of other like amazing books for everyone.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of giftables as well, like little journals or I feel like I remember seeing there one time like a thing that was like a list of all the books that you've read so you can kind of keep track if that's your jam.
Yeah, definitely. And we have like page flags and stuff too for the annotators in your life, like, you know, the people who deep read their books and stuff and flag all the pages. What else do we have? We have these, one of my favorite things is our really nice like leather bookmarks.
Oh, nice.
They're hand painted, and there's all kinds of different designs. They're so beautiful.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both so much for being here and for sharing all that the literary has to offer, both food and drink at the beginning of the show, and then now all of these books and merch and your fantastic lip readings program there.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for having us.